Hello friends, and welcome to 10 Points Under, where 10 points can truly get you an endless amount of fond memories. It's me, Taylor, aka Big Bullfrog, aka the fellow whose unfortunate voice is now on 100 Heroescape YouTube videos. If you've been keeping up, you'll know that earlier this week the channel premiered its 100th episode, and we got True Murray back for it. Woo! And so that's a pretty big feat. And it's not a feat that I take lightly. There has been a ton of work put into this channel, and I would be remiss to say that even the majority of the work has come from me. There have been so many individuals who have made these 100 videos possible, and I think it's only right that I take some time to thank them. Which, yes, means that this is a thank you video. Hopefully you're aware of that since you made your way into watching it somehow, and hopefully you saw the title. But if you stumbled in here accidentally, like if you just had like the stupid YouTube play next thing going on, I hate that thing, just turn it off. Do yourself a favor, turn it off right now. But if it was on and you made yourself into this video and you're like, please no, I have no interest in listening to a bunch of thank yous, go ahead and skip this one. It's not for everyone, and that is totally okay. This is a self-indulgent video. I'm taking my time to say a very thorough and sincere thanks to everyone who helps and supports this channel. So if it's not for you, that is totally fine. So today I'm here to say thank you, and to top it off, I've got to start with my buddy, my pal, True Murray. The guy who humored my schemes and dreams of a channel where all you do is watch Heroescape and talk about it, and humored me enough to the point that he even joined in to help start it off. This channel would not have happened without you, True. I wasn't going to go about solo casting, and anyone who has met me knows that I'm way too introverted to have started it with someone else who I didn't already know really well. True also came up with the name of the channel, 10 Points Under, and honestly, it's the perfect name. And so many other small things have come from True. A lot of the parts, like the structure, the different taglines, signing off with how wonderful the world is, even though that sign off was me trolling True. It's one of the best parts of the channel to this day. And he was there for the very difficult first few runs of the recordings, where we were constantly messing with new software, trying to figure out how the heck we can get a decent recording happening with video for free. It was way more of a hassle than it should have been, but both of us were starting from scratch, and True's patience there for those first few episodes meant we were able to eventually create many more. Now, longtime viewers know that True Murray wasn't able to stick around. Life happened, and while True loves playing Heroescape, he was never as into the watching/analysis side of the game as me, so understandably, it got difficult for him to continue, which was rough. I took like a 6-month break from the channel because really one of the biggest draws to the channel for me at the time was being able to hang out with True to record for it. That had been one of the excuses we used to make the channel in the first place, since I had recently moved and we didn't get to see each other as often. But eventually, the desire to cast began to grow within me again. And fortunately, True had come up with a great name for the channel. So here's the thing, when coming up with the name for the channel, I told True that I didn't want the name to be based off of either of our names/aliases. Like, I didn't want it to be the True and Biggest Show, weekdays at 4:30, or, whatever. This is one of the schemes and dreams that I had early on, and True, directly and indirectly, helped me fulfill it. Basically, I didn't want the show to be about us. Yes, we would be the main hosts, but I wanted an open approach so that maybe one day we could have guests on. Maybe even a different guest each show. What do you know? And we could do a lot of different kinds of videos, maybe just focusing on strategy for one video where things are a little more simulated rather than just watching the straight game, stuff like that. So it didn't happen like I envisioned, because while we did get a couple of guest hosts on before True left, I had always hoped that True would be a main part of the show. So him leaving changed things, but the groundwork was there for the channel to change to what it is now. And now we actually have a rotating host of co-casters. It didn't happen the way I'd been imagining, but it happened all the same, and I think it makes for a great channel. In fact, I would say that the diversity that we've had is the biggest selling point of the channel. Getting to hear different perspectives from a wide variety of players is hugely valuable to me, and I think to the viewers. I fully recognize that I am the least exciting part of the show, and that's not me being down on myself, it's just true. It's the co-casters, the guests, that make the show what it is, and it really would not be possible without them. So, preamble and setup aside, here's the meat of this thank you video. I could not do this alone. Well, I could, but it would be absolute Isamu doo-doo. So, to those excellent folks who have taken time to volunteer and talk over a game, put themselves out there on the internet, and provide insights and discussion points for the viewers, I give my heartfelt thanks. You are what makes this channel special. You are the heart of the show. You are what keeps it going. And each like, comment, even subscription, I would consider to be more yours than mine. So a big, big thank you to all of you. And yes, even you, True, who we started with, and you too, Doc, our first guest on the show, and Superfrog, you too, our second guest on the show. We did that fun play testing video early on. That was good. And Chris Perkins, the last co-host that we had on while True was on the show, and also who continues to be a mainstay of co-casters to this day. And Sir Heroescape, thank you so much for your guest cast, and Tiamat, and Dysol for your excellent casts, and Flash19, thank you so much for joining, and Scaper Dude, I love making fun of you. I mean, I love casting with you, and Orc Elf Army 1, or OEAO, whatever you decide to brand yourself as nowadays. It's probably going to be different by the time this video comes out, but that's fine. Aburacious Blood as well, thank you so much, and Tales of Valhalla, fellow YouTube Heroescape fan. Great casting with you. Kevin Dola, I've been a Kevin Dola fanboy for the longest time, and so casting with you has been a highlight for me. Thor Savage, great casting with you, great conversations. Infected Sloth, Jexic, these pillars of the community like you guys, incredible to cast with. Rama, had a great time talking with you. Ulysses, super fun cast. Vidar is the man. Night of Scape, great talking with you guys. Matthias, another great, incredible co-caster to have on Heroescaper 2010. Up there with the rest. Sir Artorias, great talking with you. Dom Predator 77 and Joe Crazy 3193. That's just fun to say. And both of you, other Heroescape YouTube content creators, great talking with you guys. And I'm going to spoil a little bit because this one has not been posted yet, but Shiftrix, thank you so much. We did our recording the other day, and I'm super excited to post it. Thank you all so much. You guys really are the essence of this channel, but not the only ones. That's not all that makes this channel special. I also need to throw a huge thank you out there to all of the other players who have let me record their games, talk about them, and then post them on the internet for anyone to see. Honestly, that takes a lot. I ask the players before each game I record if they're okay with me recording it, exactly because I don't take that lightly. I feel like some players feel like I could probably skip that step, and honestly, I probably could. But to me, it's a big deal to get that permission, that willingness for me to use their game footage. So here's the thing. If someone else was doing the 10 points under thing and they asked to record one of my games, I would honestly, very likely say, thank you, but please don't. It would make me so nervous, honestly. Knowing that someone, especially one of the top tier players, could come in and hit me hard with their commentary would scare the dickens out of me. And knowing it would be on YouTube forever would also be big intimidation. So, luckily, I'm the one asking, and fortunately our community is so great that no one's ever asked me to not record them. But also, I would never ever blame someone for declining, and I can never get past how willing players are to put themselves up for being recorded. For someone of my personality, it's incredible to see. And like the co-casters, I really could not do this without games to talk about. So, thank you, all players who I have recorded, for letting me record your games. For letting me put you out there for the rest of the community. You are all awesome. Yep, that's right. even you, and yes, I'm going to go by names again, so get ready. Coolio, dude, you haven't been around forever, but you were in the very first game that I recorded and some of the other early ones. Super fun to watch. I loved watching you play. If you happen to see this, please come back because you were such a fun player to watch. So thank you, Coolio. And Chris Perkins, maybe in the most amount of games I have recorded, if I had to guess, it would probably be you, and you are also the other one in the first video that I recorded, so thank you so much. Flash19, Superfrog, thank you guys so much. Sir Heroescape, thank you for letting me record your games, and I'm sorry that they never go super. Actually, I think you won one at this point. I think there was one that went okay, but thank you so much. All Your Pie, thank you so much. Kevin Dola, I love watching you play. Vegetarian 18, Video Sage, Doc, ISB3, Dysol, Kinseth, Jace Shurig, Soundwarp SG1, Bodacious Blood, Tugwik Tuck, Coach Muskie, Crixus33, Aratrea, Infected Sloth, Arrowgrut, Scaper Dude, I love making fun of you, watching you play, Agent Ward, MTL 1998, Cleon, Veggie's Dad, Boromir96, Tiamat, Major Q23, Thor Savage, Heroescaper 2010, Mr. Chompy, Rama, Inting Wolbs OB Main, or however you want that pronounced, Jazak, Benji, Quilzel, Vidar is the man, /Vidar XLIII /Vidar whatever you are now, Heroescaper Guy, Shiftrex, Night of Scape, Ulysses, Captain Stupendous, Sir Artorius, and I'm going to spoil a couple others that are coming up. Grey Waves, Night of Light, thank you all so much. You really make this channel possible. Now there are a couple more people who I need to thank in particular for additional special contributions for the channel. Hang on, we're almost there. First off, Sir Torin Broken Shield, Gold Star Me, thank you so much for recording a team game with me and True back in the day, back in the baby days of the channel. It was a blast, it was a great time, and I'm so glad for those videos. Bodacious Blood, dude, your help with the How to Play Online Heroescape video was invaluable. Thank you so much for taking time and a lot of it to record that monstrosity of a visual encyclopedia. It took way longer in recording to do than I anticipated, and you put up with a lot of me figuring out technical aspects. But it was a great endeavor I could not have done without your help and perspective on what works and what doesn't. So thank you so much. Flash 19, your map talk videos are simply amazing. Your map knowledge is on fire, and those videos have led to some amazing and insightful conversations. I'm so grateful for them. And dude, we need to do more. And with that, Superfrog, your map makes video is another incredible addition to the channel. Taking us through your process was an amazing journey, and I know there were a lot of viewers who got a lot out of that video, so thank you so much for sharing that with us. And both of you, Flash, Superfrog, you've created one of my favorite niches on the channel, which isn't me dunking on the other videos, but I think I speak for a lot of the other viewers as well when I say that the map videos are especially special. They're fun, they're helpful, they're unique, and I'm so glad for them. And important for the other viewers, neither were my idea. Flash and Superfrog both came to me with the separate ideas for the videos, and they've been an incredible addition. So thank you so much for trusting the channel enough to allow me to work with your brain babies. Okay, that's about it. If you made it this far, a special thank you to you. Way longer than I thought it would take, but I guess that's what happens when you focus on the positive. I hope that I have not left anyone out of the lists. If I did, it was not intentional, I promise. And I know that's the danger of running with specific lists, but here we are. So, with one last big thank you to you, the viewers, will sign off. Thank you, everyone who adds to this channel in any way, from co-casters to players to those who view and comment and even just exist as a member of the community. You're all incredible. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This channel would have gone the way of many other YouTube channels a long time ago if it weren't for you. So, thank you. Everyone, please take a moment this Thanksgiving season and remember, it really is a glorious world that we live in. 10 points under and out.